The Valley, one home at a time. 365 Plumbing, because where the water flows, 365 Plumbing goes.
Big news, Las Vegas. Les Olson IT has moved to a bigger, better facility to serve you like never before. Our new space means more technology, more service, and more solutions, all designed with you in mind. Plus, we're hiring. If you're ready to grow with a company that values innovation and community, join our...
Did you know that parents rank financial literacy as the #1 most difficult life skill to teach? Meet Greenlight, the debit card and money app for families. With Greenlight, you can send money to kids quickly, set up chores, automate allowance, and keep an eye on your kids' spending with real-time notifications. Kids learn to earn, save, and spend wisely, and parents can rest easy knowing their kids are learning about money with guardrails in place. Try Greenlight risk-free today at greenlight.com/try now.
To pick up your car. Drowning in your car is a tragedy you can avoid. Never drive through floodwater because water always wins.
Brought to you by the Regional Flood Control District.
It's time for the Las Vegas Aces postgame show on ESPN Las Vegas. Brought to you by Finley Toyota and the Valley Auto Mall. Here's T.C. Martin with tonight's highlights, analysis, and wrap-up.
Back here at the Michelob Ultra Arena inside the Mandalay Bay, and the Aces big-time win tonight, 87-72. And this is what we expected to see from a majority of the season thus far. What we saw here tonight with the Aces, putting up 87 on the board. This team coming into this game was only averaging 81 points, which is 9th in the WNBA. And they played some great lockdown defense for the most part, too, holding Atlanta to 72 points. Atlanta came in here averaging 84, actually 4th best in the WNBA. So the Aces made a statement. The Aces have always played well against Atlanta. They pretty much owned them. But, again, this Atlanta team, totally different. Now you've got, two bigs here with Brianna Jones coming over and Brittany Griner in free agency. But the Aces just took care of business, and they got it done. And to quote Becky Hammond, she's been looking for a full 40 pretty much. She got a lot of consistency in all 4 quarters. Let's play it back and tell you how it all went down. Melissa Smith has been with the Las Vegas Aces for only 8 games, but she has really made an impact, especially down low at the defensive end and then also offensively. Asia gets an offensive rebound, fires a pass over to Jackie, shot fake, gets inside, draws a double team. Melissa Smith for 3, a rare 3, and a bucket for Melissa Smith. Don't see Melissa Smith taking many threes, and again, not a great three-point shooter, but came through tonight with that. Jackie Young was on a minutes restriction because she hurt her hip going back into the last game the Aces had at Dallas before the All-Star break. Jackie was named an All-Star, actually got inserted into the starting lineup because of other starters that were injured for Team Clark, and Jackie ended up starting the All-Star game but only played 1 minute, and she wanted to conserve herself in her body, for the second half of the season. But Jackie contributed early on tonight for the Aces. Back to Jewell, to Young. Asia back to the basket, back over to Young. Jackie now penetrates inside, gets to the cup, finger roll off the glass, and good. Nicely done by Jackie Young. The Aces started off tonight connecting on 6 of their first 9 shots, and then they went cold. Atlanta went on a 10-3 run to close the end of the first quarter, and Atlanta led by 7, 27-20. That was actually their largest lead of the night. And then here come the Aces, led by the little diminutive Dana Evans. Chelsea Gray has it for the Aces. Gives it over to Dana Evans. Evans penetrates in the key. Stops, fires, good. 12-footer for Dana Evans. And she loves getting into the middle of the paint there. Aces down 27-22. Evans feeling the hot hand right now. Crosses over Alicia Gray. Evans working again. Evans, stop, fire. That jumper is good. Dana Evans is on a heater. 6 straight in less than a minute for number 11, and the Aces have scored 6 unanswered. They're down 27-26. Dana feeling it. She's got the rock. 4-3. Boom. Shaka-laka-laka boom. It's the Dana Evans show. Witness it. It's happening here tonight at the Michelob Ultra Arena at the Mandalay Bay. 9 unanswered for the Aces, all courtesy of Dana Evans. 29-27. Yes, Aces came storming back and took that lead courtesy of Dana Evans, and that's when the game really decided to turn for the Aces. And then, to just add to it, here comes the MVP, Evans. Pick from Wilson. Dana back to A. 15-foot jumper. Butter. Pure butter for A'ja Wilson. And an assist from Dana Evans. Aces have their largest lead, 36-29. 36-29, and the Aces carried a 6-point lead into the half, 45-39 at that point. To the third quarter we go. Aces coming off a 25-point second quarter, nearly matched that with 22 of their own in the third. Jewell Loyd coming to the party. And to Wilson, long outlet pass to Loyd. Loyd draws contact, no foul, count that bucket though. Jewell Loyd on the breakout. Great pass by Wilson, great bucket by Loyd, and the Aces have their largest lead of 2 touchdowns of 59-45. Aaliyah Nye, as we know, the rookie from Alabama, has really given the Aces a lift, especially with not just her perimeter game, but the way she's penetrating and driving. Nye didn't have a great game here tonight, but she had a timely bucket there in the third quarter. Aaliyah Nye picks it off. Nye going coast to coast. Left hand off the glass. Aaliyah Nye. Oh, the rookie got in the passing lane. Got in Alicia Gray's grill there and took it all the way and kissed it off the glass. And the Aces needed that to go up by 9. Aces up by 9 at that point in time. Megan Gustafson, so good to see her back. She's healthy, she's aggressive, and she's hitting triples. Evans has it. Doesn't have the numbers. Flips the pass to Gustafson. Megan spot up 3. That is good. Megan Gustafson on the run. Drills a 3 courtesy of Dana Evans. 65-56. Yes, 65-66 to the fourth quarter we go, and the Aces pad on the lead with another big quarter, and Jackie Young, as we mentioned, on a minutes restriction. Jackie was getting the job done both from scoring and dishing. Outside to Pow, picked up by Jackie. Jackie drives the left flank, now comes back. Gets it to Wilson. Wilson, step back jumper for 15. Good. A'ja Wilson taking over here and trying to close the show. A'ja now has 20. 7 for 15 from the field, and the Aces by 13. Aces by 13 at that point in time. NaLyssa Smith continues to make an impact, and again, Jackie Young with the assist. Jackie Young picks it off. Aces in control. Leak out to NaLyssa Smith running the floor. Jackie Young with a beautiful pass. And Smith running the court. Going 94 feet. Count that bucket. Timeout Atlanta. Oh, yes. And it was all over from there. And A'ja Wilson decided to put the cherry on top. A'ja has it. Stops. Fires. 8-footer. Good. Chelsea Gray to A'ja Wilson. And that should take care of business here tonight. 83-68, and Atlanta's going to call a timeout. There it is, final score tonight, 87-72 in favor of the Aces. A lot of balanced scoring through the quarters, and we have not seen that. The Aces have been notoriously slow starters in a lot of these games, only scoring 15 or 16 points in the opening quarter. They only scored 20 in the first period, held Atlanta to 27, but then the Aces controlled the game from that moment on, outscoring the Dream 25-12 in the second, 22-20 in the third, and closing the show nicely, outscoring them 20-13 in the final quarter, and again, a 15-point victory for the Las Vegas Aces. Turnovers were definitely something happening tonight for both teams. Atlanta came in here as the number one team in not turning over the basketball, averaging only 12 per game. The Aces had that distinction early on in the season, and it was flipped a little bit tonight. Atlanta committed 19 turnovers. The Aces weren't totally clean themselves, but below their average of 13, the Aces committed 11 tonight. But the 19 turnovers, not good at all, led to 24 points for the Las Vegas Aces. Aces did a very good job also coming back in the second half from a rebounding perspective. At one point down, they were down double digits in the rebounding department, but tonight they out-rebound the Atlanta Dream 34-31, and that effort really courtesy of what A'ja Wilson, Kia Stokes, and NaLyssa Smith did in the second half. A'ja ends up with 12 rebounds tonight. Very, very nicely done with her. A'ja leads the Aces in all scorers tonight. Actually, she ties with her college teammate Alicia Gray from South Carolina. Alicia Gray had 24, and she was the entire show tonight for the Atlanta Dream. The next closest scorer, the lone double-figure scorer, was Jordan Candace. She had 12. But A'ja Wilson, 24 points, 12 rebounds, and 5 assists and 2 steals for the MVP tonight. Jackie Young, 14 points. Again, only played 23 minutes. Nicely done by Jackie. And then Melissa Smith, really probably her best game for the Aces tonight, so far this season with the team. 11 points and 4 rebounds for Melissa Smith. Jewel Lloyd with 7, Chelsea Gray with 9, Leah Nye with the lone bucket we talked about, and of course, Dana Evans with 14 big points, 22 minutes to play. She connects on 5 of 9 shots, and she was fantastic tonight at the free throw line, connecting on 3 of 4. Jackie Young, 8 for 8 from the free throw line. Asia Wilson, 6 for 7. Aces overall tonight, 91% from the charity stripe, connecting on 19 of 21 shots, and that's what we're used to seeing. The Aces, the number 1 team at the free throw line in the WNBA. All right, we look forward to now another road trip. Seems like we just got off that monster road trip that took us through, 5 cities in 13 days. Well, now the Aces will head to Indiana starting tomorrow with the game on Thursday, and from there we'll go to... Where are we going? I mean, my mind is so crazy. Oh, going to Minneapolis. That's right, because we got the back-to-back, the first back-to-back road games on Thursday and Friday. Both of those games will be on Fox Sports Las Vegas, 98.9 FM, 1340 AM. And then we go to Dallas for a Sunday afternoon game. You'll hear that on our regular home here, ESPN Las Vegas, 100.9 FM and 1100 AM. And then back on Tuesday night on ESPN Las Vegas, as well as the Aces will close the road trip back here on the West Coast, taking on the LA Sparks. So again, join us on Fox Sports Las Vegas, 98.9 FM, 1340 AM. Coming up, 3:30 pregame show on Thursday afternoon, 4 o'clock with the tip-off as the Aces try to give a little payback to the Indiana Fever. The last time we were there 2 weeks ago, 81-57 in favor of the Fever. So more than likely, Caitlin Clark will not play. She did not play in that game, and she's missed the last 5 games. So the Aces will try to continue this win streak. They've won 3 in a row, and tonight they get the victory, 87-72 over the Atlanta Dream. Much thanks to our great crew here at the Michelob Ultra Arena in Mandalay Bay. My main man Ari back in the studio, and Angel Castro taking care of business here by my side here at the table here at the Michelob Ultra Arena. Much thanks to Becky Hammond for joining us in the pregame show, as well as Chelsea Gray, our halftime guest, Jim Gray. Appreciate him as well, too. And, of course, our postgame guest, the one and only, the 3-time MVP, the face of the franchise, the face of the league, the one and only Asia Wilson. T.C. Martin saying so long from the Michelob Ultra Arena inside the Mandalay Bay. Aces get a 15-point win tonight, and we will talk to you Thursday.
This message is sponsored by Greenlight. With school out, summer is the perfect time to teach our kids real-world money skills they'll use forever. Greenlight is a debit card and the #1 family finance and safety app used by millions of families, helping kids learn how to save, invest, and spend wisely. Parents can send their kids money and track their spending and saving while kids build money confidence and skills in fun ways. Start your risk-free Greenlight trial today at greenlight.com/try now. That's greenlight.com/try now.
You.com. What are you waiting for? Funds privately insured.
Chevy Trucks have you covered when the road takes you from smooth sailing to Chevy Colorado will eat up some of the toughest terrains with 5 available drive modes. And Silverado and Silverado HD have the muscles to take you out for some steering with multiple engine options and impressive towing. While Silverado EV is the perfect combo of performance and capability, making it a snap to hitch up this electric truck and hit the road. Wherever the road leads, Chevy Trucks are right there with you. See your Southern Nevada Chevy dealers.
The human soul requires a minimum daily requirement of entertainment. But listening to the radio, like you're doing right now, yeah, that doesn't count. Welcome to the world of MGM Rewards, where we have the greatest live shows on earth, the biggest names in sports, the best chefs on the planet, and the most unforgettable nights of your life. This is way beyond watching 20-second clips on your phone. This is all the entertainment you can handle and more. So book now and make the most of your Vegas getaway at MGMRewards.com. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for listening to Las Vegas Aces basketball on ESPN Las Vegas. Brought to you by Westar Credit Union and Finley Toyota in the Valley Auto Mall.
Home, auto, boat, motorcycle, ATV, and RV and more. And if something wasn't mentioned that you had in mind, find out if they can be covered on Progressive.com or at 1-800-PROGRESSIVE. Because it probably can. Now, as we get closer to the NFL getting going, that means we have our ESPN Radio NFL Rankum series. And I gave mine earlier tonight here on Game Night. We're doing top 5 college football players you should watch because your team stinks. So to remind everybody, Courtney, here was my 5. Number 5, Carson Beck, quarterback Miami. Number 5 was Sam Leavitt, quarterback ASU. Number 4, Carson Beck, quarterback Miami. Number 3, DJ Lagway, quarterback Florida. Number 2, Ryan Williams, wide receiver Alabama. And number 1, Jeremiah Smith, wide receiver OSU. Courtney, let's get to your list.
Let's do it.
ESPN Radio's NFL Rankum. From the top 5 faces of the NFL.
Roger Goodell,
Patrick Mahomes, Jerry Jones is the face in the NFL. To the top 5 challengers to the champs.
The Baltimore Ravens. It's their time.
The Detroit Lions.
the Kansas City Chiefs at number 1 on my list.
And everything in between. This is ESPN Radio's NFL Rankum. Top 5 college football players you should watch because your team stinks. Number 5.
So I'm starting with Lenoris Sellers, the quarterback from South Carolina, who some believe might be a great dark horse candidate to cash in on right now. Go run to Vegas, go run to the sportsbook apps to put him in as a Heisman favorite. On the outside, looking in. He's not in the class of, Arch Manning, Cade Klubnik, Garrett Nussmeier. They're on their own. But this guy is special. And not that this team would necessarily stink this year, but the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to need a quarterback next year. We know that Aaron Rodgers is going to play one more season and likely is done. They only signed him for a year. So I think that Lenoris Sellers would be a great fit. Just looking at this from where he ranks among the top quarterbacks in this year's draft class going into the season and what he could potentially give to a Pittsburgh offense. That might be in a major period of transition. Maybe Will Howard isn't the answer. This guy certainly would be. If you're talking about drafting a quarterback, either way it's happening in Pittsburgh, but I can tell you it's definitely happening in the first round next year.
I like how you're relating it to what it could mean at the next level. That's a good job out of you there, Courtney. Lenoris Sellers is 8th right now as far as it's according to ESPN Bet Sportsbook. 8th right now, odds-on favorite for the Heisman. He's at plus 2,000. Arch Manning, obviously, is the favorite at plus 600. But I like that. Very good.
All right, next.
Number 4.
So do you remember back in 2018 when Isaiah Simmons was like, oh my goodness, this guy's going to be the best defensive player in the history of the NFL ever? He didn't actually pan out to be that, but the buzz was there. And the buzz is there around Caleb Downs, who might be the best player in this entire draft class. The safety out of Ohio State. Usually you don't see safeties drafted as high as we've seen the last couple of years in the first round of the draft. He will be the first defensive player off the board, mark my words. And I think there's a number of teams that could use someone like Caleb Downs. I mean, certainly, what happened today? The New Orleans Saints find out that the Honey Badger is retiring. They're starting to have to look past the aging backfield that they have right now. It's defensive backfield and figure what they're going to do for long-term plans in that defense. So maybe Caleb Downs is there. They're a team that's probably drafting 2 or 3 because they're probably going to win 2 or 3 games. Caleb Downs, my 4th player to watch if your team stinks this season.
Safety's a fun position to have a great player on your favorite team. Like when your team selects a safety in the first round, obviously he must be really good. But when you select a safety in the first round, you're getting a fun player. And for instance, I'm here in Miami, I'm a Dolphin fan. Not only did the Dolphins trade for a fun safety in Minkah Fitzpatrick, they also drafted him, 7 years ago. They selected Minkah Fitzpatrick in the first round. When you take a safety in round number 1, you're getting a guy who's a lot of fun to watch. And same goes for Caleb Downs and certainly Buckeye fans this season.
So I've got quarterback, safety. Where am I going next?
Number 3.
I'm going back to quarterbacks because this draft class is filled with so many intriguing ones, including Garrett Nussmeier, quarterback at LSU. Up and down season last year. They didn't have a defense. Put a lot of pressure on a guy who was still learning this offense with Brian Kelly in year 3. Just didn't. Still a 10-win season. But 10-win seasons are the expectation at LSU. This year could very well be college football playoff bound and national championship bound LSU Tigers. Garrett Nussmeier is the second best quarterback in this class. I think that a team like the Indianapolis Colts are going to be drafting a quarterback very clearly. Anthony Richardson dealing with his shoulder injury. Sounds like he will be ready for camp. I do not believe he's their long-term option, barring some sort of miracle that we see this year. Garrett Nussmeier would be a great fit in Indianapolis for Shane Steichen. Finally get your quarterback. Even though you drafted the last one, you get two of these. You don't get more than that.
Well, look, we're going to learn. Week number 1, Garrett Nussmeier playing Clemson, LSU Clemson, week number 1 at night, right out of the gates. Garrett Nussmeier is tied for second ESPN Bet Sportsbook for Heisman Trophy favorite. He is tied with Cade Klubnik and also Jeremiah Smith, plus 900 Garrett Nussmeier. I like it. He's going to be slinging the ball over the field this year, Courtney. He's
going to be fantastic, and I really think that LSU team is going to be giving the SEC a run for its money as the favorite to go win the national championship. All right, staying on offense here.
Number 2.
Jeremiah, but a different Jeremiah than the one you gave. I've got Jeremiah Love, the running back from Notre Dame. He's the best running back in the class. I got to see him up close last year after he broke off a 98-yard touchdown run against Indiana, my alma mater in the CFP. I wasn't happy about it at the time. I let him know when he came on Unsportsmanlike with us last week. I still am not happy about it.
Oh, you told him?
I did, but I will be very happy if this young man has a great career in the NFL and is the first non-quarterback offensive player taken in next year's draft class. Like, there are a lot of teams, as we've seen, that are willing to go all in for a running back, somebody who can be a game changer, somebody who can build your offense around. The Raiders did it with Ashton Genty. This year, we know the Giants did it forever ago and a day with Saquon Barkley. It's starting to come back to being a trend in the NFL that you can use a top 10 draft pick on a running back and be okay with it. This is a player that would be worth it, in my opinion.
I like that you told him what's up.
I did. I wasn't going to be shy about it. I was going to be like, you know what? You're coming on our show.
Tell him.
Excuse me, I'm the fill-in here, but you're coming on our show.
Yeah.
And I'm going to let you know how I feel about this. I didn't think it was very
he's in your house. You let him know.
And I was in his house, technically, at Notre Dame Stadium when he did that. So.
Yeah, and he let you know at that point.
Sure did.
All right. Let's keep it going.
Number 1.
Cade Klubnik, the quarterback that Garrett Nussmeier is going to face off against in Week 1 when LSU goes to Clemson. The quarterback for Clemson is my number 1 prospect that any NFL fan whose team stinks, especially teams that are going to be in the market for a quarterback, should be paying attention to this season. 36 touchdowns a year ago. That was the most in college football, top 10 in passing yards. This is the best team that Dabo Swinney's had at Clemson since the Trevor Lawrence days. Best chance to go win a national championship of anybody in the ACC. They've got a hard
very
schedule.
Strong last year.
Very strong after some ups and downs early on. Best quarterback right now by some in the draft in 2026. A lot can change, but I think if you're a team like the Cleveland Browns, who very well may be drafting another quarterback again despite getting 2 in the 5th round, or 2 on day 3.
By the 5th round, yeah.
1 in the 5th round, Shadur Sanders, and of course Dylan Gabriel at the end of the second day of the draft in round 3. You could very well still be in the mix for a quarterback, and Cade Klubnik drafting that high would be your guy.
Plus 900 Cade Klubnik for Heisman odds, tied there with Garrett Nussmeier and Jeremiah Smith.
Okay, so I'm going to read you my list one more time. 5-1. Lenore Sellers, quarterback from South Carolina. At number 4, I've got Caleb Downs, the safety, do-it-all, Swiss Army knife on defense for Ohio State. LSU's Garrett Nussmeier, the quarterback, at number 3. Jeremiah Love, running back, Notre Dame, number 2. And number 1, Cade Klubnik, quarterback, Clemson.
That's a good list. You and we had completely different lists for our top 5.
Not a single player repeated, which shows you how ready we are for college football season if we're doing research that deep.
Everyone knows I'm one of 3 college football experts we have here at ESPN alongside Paul Feinbaum and Heather Dinich. You may join us. It might be top 4 at some point. I don't know, Courtney. We'll see.
I'd be honored.
Join us. Yeah, we'll see. Coming up next here on Game Night, we have our Game Night Gamers, and we remember the Prince of Darkness. Game Night, ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
Hey, everybody, it's Rich.
Coming September 2nd to ESPN Radio, The Rich Eisen Show.
I think Rodgers knows it's his last chance, but I don't think that puts pressure on him.
Rich Eisen returns September 2nd to ESPN Radio, ESPN Plus, and on Disney Plus.
Did you know that parents rank financial literacy as the #1 most difficult life skill to teach? Meet Greenlight, the debit card and money app for families. With Greenlight, you can send money to kids quickly, set up chores, automate allowance, and keep an eye on your kids' spending with real-time notifications. Kids learn to earn, save, and spend wisely, and parents can rest easy knowing their kids are learning about money with guardrails in place. Try Greenlight risk-free today at greenlight.com/try now.
At 702-303-0333.
You have a growing company, and you need to get your employees trained for a commercial driver's license. Let Truck U CDL Training of Las Vegas drive your company's growth and success. No matter how large or small your company is, Truck U offers corporate rates for CDL A and B training. Class schedules are available days, evenings, and weekends, with little or no loss to your company's productivity. Check out truckulv.com to find out more. That's truckulv.com.
Don't miss the William Hill Radio Show, hosted by Paul Howard. Now live every Friday from 6 to 7 p.m. at the William Hill Sportsbook inside Palms Casino Resort. He'll break down all the latest betting action, including the odds, matchups, and who bettors are backing the most. After the William Hill Radio Show, make the William Hill Sportsbook at Palms Casino Resort your home for betting with live, continuous in-game wagering. Don't miss the William Hill Radio Show every Friday from 6 to 7 p.m. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
I was in a wreck. I need a check.
I was in a wreck. I need a check.
I was in a wreck. I need a check.
I'm attorney Kevin Rowe. The insurance company's job is to pay you as little as possible. Our job is to get you every dollar you deserve. Call Lerner Rowe today and let's make them pay.
877-1500.
Randy Westbrook, managing attorney.
I'm Dave Schmolenson.
And I'm Helen Yee.
We want to invite you to tune into the Schmo Zone every Tuesday at 2 p.m. on ESPN Las Vegas.
We'll take you behind the curtain in the world of sports as a dynamic duo.
You can expect exclusive interviews with your favorite athletes and sports figures.
And wild stories from our travel experiences covering Vegas sports and beyond. So make sure to tune in to the Schmo Zone,
where the air is thin, the sports get heavy, every Tuesday, 2 p.m. on ESPN Las Vegas.
Big news, Las Vegas! Les Olson IT has moved to a bigger, better facility to serve you like never before. Our new space means more technology, more service, and more solutions, all designed with you in mind. Plus, we're hiring. If you're ready to grow with a company that values innovation and community, join our team today. Proudly serving Las Vegas for 23 years and counting. Les Olson IT, your business better. Les Olson IT.
The UNLV Football Coaches Show is back on Wednesday, August 20th with new head coach Dan Mullen. They'll preview their opening games as they host Idaho State and look ahead to the entire season. So make sure to tune in August 20th on ESPN Las Vegas, 1100 AM and 100.9 FM.
Who are the top performers of the night?
He's delivering an MVP performance. What a show. What a show.
These are Game Night Gamers.
You know how we do at the end of every game night? We give you the Game Night Gamers. She's Courtney Cronin. I'm Jonathan Zaslow. Game Night on ESPN Radio is presented by Progressive Insurance.